What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode from the Mighty Kingdom. Here, this is Neil, aka Mighty Fan, and I wanted to do this player collection vid for a bit, but I was waiting on one to come in the mail, which was the most recent one. And again, huge shout out to Resurrection for the assist on this one. I guess you can call it like the Draymond assist on this one. Needed it in the collection. So super happy to have it, and again, thank you to Rez. This player collection is the one, the only, the 3-point master, right? Steph Curry, the all-time greatest 3-point shooter in the NBA history, based off, of course, the numbers. He just passed, of course, Ray Allen a few weeks ago to go to #1 all time. Steph has been my favorite. And I'll use this as a caveat, my favorite non-Philadelphia athlete for quite a number of years. I've collected his jerseys for quite a number of years. I don't have them all. There are other ones out there I would like to get, and I will use that as a caveat too. I don't have any of the shirtsies that they wore, years ago. I was never a fan of those. I know they kind of took the NBA by storm many years ago. I think the Warriors were actually the first team to wear one. And, barring finding one for like $5 or something at a thrift or something, I just don't think that's ever going to be in the collection. I do want the Christmas Day jerseys, and I know anymore they're getting harder and harder to find, so I would like to add some of those to the collection. And maybe someday Mitchell and Ness makes them, and I can get them that way. It is what it is. But I do want to get them at some point. I know some of them are easier to find than others, and some of them are just real tricky, particularly some of the real early ones that they wore many years ago. I don't know why I didn't jump on them back then. It's just one of those mysteries of life as a collector. Sometimes you're like, what the heck didn't I get that back then? But anyhow, those are on my hit list. And shout out to the Candyman. I do want to get Rivalry Sportswear to do the home and away Davidson jerseys for Steph. And also the throwback jersey that they wore his rookie season, which was that gold San Francisco Warrior jersey, which, again, it's not one I got back then. And that one, of all like the Steph Curry, like regular in-season jerseys, regular jerseys, special jerseys, whatever, you never see that one for whatever reason. I guess everyone who got it just holds on to it. No one's selling it. Because believe me, I've searched high and low for that one, and I would take the swingman. I want that jersey, and if I can't get even the swingman of it, gonna have to have Candyman get it done. So he already knows. So those three will be at some point in the fold. So it's not a complete collection yet, and obviously he's going to be playing for a number of years. The Warriors are going to keep getting these City Edition jerseys and who knows what else jerseys, and every time they have a new one, I get the Steph, because that's just how I am. I get the Sixers and I get Steph. Now, I'm a Sixers fan first and foremost. I know most of you who are watching this know this, but if you don't, I am a Sixers fan. I'm from Philly. That's my team. But I've always kind of had a kindred, relationship, I guess, to the Warriors, just because they started out being the Philadelphia Warriors. And then, they are celebrating, as the NBA is, the 75th anniversary of the franchise. Started back in Philly way back when, in the Wilt Chamberlain days and what have you. So the Warriors do have Philly in their history. So I guess that's part of the reason I kind of, always respected that franchise and whatnot, even though they played for all my life out in the West Coast, out in Oakland and now San Francisco. But Steph, when he came onto the scene, Davidson doing his thing there, and of course in the NBA, I watched him, I followed him because, he was just one of those interesting players to me. And the more, I saw him, the more I heard about, how he is with the fans and, all those crazy trick shots he makes and everything. And, just the fact that he is he's a winner. I mean, he's an assassin on the court. He's a winner, a multiple-time MVP, champion multiple time. He's one of those players that just, you're either going to love him or you're going to hate him. But I was drawn to him at an early time, and I just thought he was a unique player. So I always liked his game. I shot a little bit, back in the day. I can't say I shot like Steph, because no one does. But, slow white guy, so, I just, I knew where my barriers were playing basketball. So, don't leave me open. That's all I said back then, huh? You didn't want to do that. It's always the ones you don't think are going to get you with those shots, and then all of a sudden, oh, leave me open. Anyhow, so I have collected Steph Curry jerseys for a number of years, Warrior jerseys. Like I said, there's other ones I want to get. It's not a complete collection, but today, on December 31st, 2021, Happy New Year to all of you. It is as complete as it's going to be for now. So I'm going to do the up-to-date Steph Curry collection, okay? So shout out to Resurrection and Bay Area Throwbacks and all the other Warrior fans out there. Shout out to King Leonidas as well. I know he showed his Steph Curry collection, and it's very difficult to outflex King Leo. Very difficult to outflex him. I can't do it like in real life because the guy's huge, okay? But for a Steph Curry jersey collection, I think I got him. And I will say this too as a caveat. I'm one of those, it doesn't all have to be the authentic jerseys. I have a lot of swingman jerseys. As we know with Nike, some of their collections, they don't even make an authentic for whatever reason. I don't work for the company, so don't come to me, all right? So I get what I can, and for the most part, yeah, I mean, I get the swingmans because they are a little cheaper. And if I'm one of those collectors, as we know, who does collect in bulk, where I can get a deal on a jersey, I'm happy because then I can get other jerseys, right? Don't just settle with one or two. So I do have quite a few from over the years. Most of them are swingman. I have a couple authentics. You'll see them all right here. So enough yapping, right? Let's just get right to it. And to start, I want to show some respect. I don't have his brother's jersey. You would think I would have because he's a Sixer, right? So shout out to Seth Curry, right? Doing nice things with the Sixers. At some point, I will have his Sixer jersey, right? Number 31. But we got to show some respect to the father, to old man Curry, because if it wasn't for him, there'd be no Steph or Seth, right? So here we go. We got the, you know what? I probably should have gotten it out before I did this, because now I can't find it all of a sudden. But here it is. We got the, when you have too many jerseys when, all right? So we got Father Curry here. We got the Del Curry, Charlotte Hornets. This is the swingman Mitchell Ness. But still, we got to show some respect, right, to the old man right there. So this is his jersey, and I remember when he played. Watched him when he played back in the day, too. I remember him on the Hornets and on the various teams that he was, the Raptors, the Bucks, what have you. But this is his Hornets jersey done by Mitchell and Ness. We'll just leave it over here. And we're going to go, we're going to keep the Mitchell and Ness trend going for Steph, because I do have the collection over here. So these are the rookie Stephs that Mitchell and Ness made, because I never got the authentics back in the day. But so here you go. You got your road right there, road rookie. You know, basically the We Believe design right there that the Warriors had at that time. There it is. Put these over here. Okay. So you can see the jock tag on these. I know I showed these before when I showed my full, Mitchell and Ness collection at the time. It's grown a little since I showed those jerseys. But so you've seen this one before. This is the road. And again, these are all authentics. I know they did the swingmans of these, but I got all authentics in these because I had to have the authentics in these for Mitchell and Ness. Got the home rookie right there, Curry 30 with the little Gatorade lightning bolt in the back. Beautiful jersey. I know they wore them as a throwback like once. Basically the same exact jersey. They wore just to celebrate, that We Believe anniversary or whatever it was, that they wore these for like one game towards the end of one of those seasons. But I never did get that because A, I don't think they made them available for the public, and B, I already had the Mitchell and Ness one, so I didn't really need, the Nike or whatever brand made that back some years ago. And then I have the alternate as well. There's the alternate rookie, which I really like. It's probably one of my favorites. Because those colors just pop on it. There you go. But like I said, they were two throwbacks his rookie year. They wore the gold San Francisco, and if you don't know what it is, it's kind of wedged in with other jerseys, so I'm not going to grab it right now. But if you know the Wilt, Chamberlain, Mitchell, and Ness jersey, San Francisco, it's that jersey only with Curry. And then they wore the other, another throwback, I believe, that year, because I saw a Google image picture of Steph and like Monte Ellis, and it's like and they have like the jersey with the state of California, logo on the front, and I believe that was a gold one too. So they wore two, I believe, that year, two throwbacks, which I would love to get my hands on. Like I said, there's Steph Curry jerseys out there that I would love to have, but they're very difficult to get. So maybe someday. I mean, you got jerseys with like the anniversary logos. You got the Nate Thurman Memorial on the one. I mean, there's so many good ones out there, and I had chances at some of them, and I never did get them. And I wish I did. But at any rate, I'm gonna put these back because of my jersey OCD. But anyhow, there's the Mitchell and Ness rookie authentics right there. As King Leo would say, fire jerseys, right? Shout out again to King Leo. Then we got this one, which is basically a generic, just kind of wear around jersey. There's a Curry, and that, I believe this was a Ross pickup or something like that. Some years ago, maybe eBay, may have been eBay. I know these jerseys tend to show up at Ross and such, but there's the Curry right there. Again, this is like kind of, like a workout tank or shoot around tank, what have you. Not like an in-game or something like that, but it's a Curry. So I have it. All right, so this rack right here that you're seeing here, right? So this shares space. This is the Rivalry Rack, but it's also the Curry Rack, okay? It's also the Steph Rack. So I got the Rivalry, customizations in here, most of them that I have for the NBA. But then I got all the Currys. All the Currys are right there. And I know the Candyman's a big Curry fan too, so it works, So that they share space on the rack. So I believe, yeah, so these are the finals ones that I have for Curry. Not authentic, but we got your generic, Adidas right there. This one I got on eBay years ago, and I'm glad I did, because these just don't pop up that often unless you get the patch and put it on there. But this was already with the finals logo. So this would be like their first few finals, first few championships, because they wore that patch. Never had a year. The finals logo never had a year for any of the titles that they won or lost. But it was basically that logo for a few years. So this basically represents their first couple titles with Steph, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly. Remembering correctly, right? As you get older, it gets tougher. But this next one I had to do. It is a Fanatics branded jersey because I took too long. I waited too long. I wanted to get an authentic in this jersey because, as we remember, the Warriors rebranded again a few years ago. Very slight little differences with the jerseys, but after they rebranded, the older stuff was like marked down, and I never moved on one. I don't know why. Just a mystery of life, like I said. So I went and got the Fanatics branded one because it's the it's that style before they rebranded, and they haven't won a title yet since they rebranded again. But so I got this one, and I got the finals patch, and I had that sewn onto the back. So that represents his last title to date when they beat Cleveland, and they wore the white jersey when they won. So I wanted to get the white jersey and put the finals logo in there, representing that title for the Warriors, and of course for Steph. And so there it is. Now I don't believe they ever made this like in retail that you can get like the white one with the finals. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll just make one color and just that's the finals, jersey, so they don't go crazy with it. So sometimes you have to get creative like I did here. And I know it's the Fanatics brand, very generic and whatnot, but it is the look that they wore that particular year before they rebranded again. And so I wanted to make sure to get one of those in white. So I settled for the Fanatics branded one. But it has the logo on there, so there you go. And then this one, you've seen this a few times. I know King Leo has it, I know Rez has it, but this, I had it first though. This is the this is the Adidas Champions jersey right there. This is the one that represents their, the title they won, their first title with Steph and Clay and Draymond and company, right? So they wore this jersey one time. It's the only time they wore a jersey on the court that's certified that they were champions the year prior, because then they just do the shoot around jacket. You know, they don't pull out all the bells and whistles anymore. It's a shame, but back then they did. So you got the Larry O'Brien on the front. Everything is trimmed in gold. And so this would be the white jersey. Even the Adidas is in gold. Back then it was Adidas. And back then they were 4-time champions. Of course, now they've added a few. 6-time champs. The NBA logo right there, Curry. And then the 30 is trimmed in gold as well. This is the Swingman replica. I don't believe they made Authentics available for purchase at that time. But, so the Swingman I think is the best you can do, unless you get it custom done or something. You know, but there it is. This was the Champions jersey, and to date, this is the only one that Steph's ever worn on court, signifying a championship. And it might be the only one he ever does, because, I mean, unless Nike changes their rules, they're not wearing a jersey with gold trim, which is a shame. They're just doing the special jacket, you know, and look at us, you know, on the sidelines. Gold trim the jersey, damn it. Let's go. Anyhow, there's that. But, so up next, so I did put the finals collection separate than the rest. But now we're going to go in kind of chronological order. Okay, so you saw the rookies. Okay, and then you saw the champions, but here we go. So, of course, after that rookie look, the We Believe look, right? So they rebranded. This is the original. Not authentic swing, but you know it is. The original, the Adidas. Because they had the Warrior logo on the back. No NBA logo. Back then it was on the front. So it was on the back. Okay? Curry 30. This was actually one of my first Steph Curry jerseys that I owned, I believe. Yeah, this goes back some years. But there's that one. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard even to find the Swingmans of these, the originals with that, you know, Warrior logo on the back. But I was able to find one for the white. Because you know me, why have one when you can have the set, right? So here's the white version. Again, a Swingman, but same Adidas. There's the Warrior logo on the back, Curry 30. And believe it or not, some of these are hard. You know, just with that Warrior logo on the back, some of them can be kind of tricky to find as the years go on. And let me see. Okay, so I have a couple. Then I did. Okay, so then this was around the same time. Maybe a year or so later when they started putting the logo on the back. But we have the cable car throwback. I think I have this one out of order, but we have the Curry 30 on the back. Cable car. This was the first time that they wore the cable car as the throwback jersey during Curry's time with the Warriors. They wore it again since, but this was the first one because it's the Adidas version, not Nike. They wore it again with Nike, but this was the original. This was the first swing that you could ever get of Curry in the cable car jersey, which I love. This is my favorite all-time Warrior jersey, so I was glad to get this those years ago. So I believe I did get it the year they wore it. The Adidas years. And, okay, so now we have the home version of Adidas. Basically the same as with the Warrior logo on the back, but they put the NBA logo on the back, of course. And these two I got real cheap. I got the home and away set cheap from Pro Image, one of the local Pro Image stores. After that, see, because they were gonna, you know, they were just throwing them cheap because Nike was taking over after that season. So I kind of jumped on these because they were super cheap, and it was Steph, so of course I had to have them. And there's the blue again. I can hear Throwback King right now. How many Curry jerseys do you need? I need a lot, man. Believe me, there'll be more. There'll be more. This isn't the end. How many more, we'll see. But the man's still going to be playing for a number of years, and they keep doing different jerseys. So, then there was this one, which was a homage to the, you know, to the Run TMC era. Chris Webber rookie, you know, all those various ones. Latrell Sprewell and company. So there's the updated, you know, version of that jersey of the Run TMC era. And this was another one I got real cheap. I actually got this on lids on Lid's website when they were blowing these out, because I had to have one, you know, because Curry. And, you know, I prefer the original. I kind of hope that they wear the original as like a throwback at some point, because they're just so nice. That's gold and white. Real nice. I have quite a few of the, you know, Mitchell and Ness throwbacks in that, but... All right, now we're starting to go to some more alternates right here. And I believe these are in order by when they wore them. So this is the original City Edition. Or I'm sorry, the Statement Edition, the Town, the original one. So you got that charcoal, you know, on the for the main colorway. And you got the tree, you got the logo, Nike jersey. I believe this is the first Nike that I've shown. Curry on the back. So I got that one when they came out. And then this was the City Edition that year. This is still my favorite. This design is still my favorite of all the City ones they've done. So we got the, you know, with the homage, Chinese homage right there with the dragon. Obviously that trim reminds me of the old, you know, San Francisco Warriors. So they kind of homage that too with this one. Beautiful jersey. I know a few guys have the authentic in this. I don't have the authentic, but I love it nonetheless. This is my favorite one of all the City and other incarnation jerseys that Nike has done over the years. This still stands alone to me. This is still the best. And see, this is even before they put any saying or anything, you know, for the jack tag. But very nice. Still love that. I love that logo. It just pops. That logo always pops. Just striking. And then the throwback they wore, this was a style that the Warriors wore in white very briefly in their history, but the Warriors wore it that season as like their throwback jersey that year. It was the first throwback they wore with Nike, the white jersey, which is really nice. I'm glad I grabbed it. Some of these, believe it or not, some of these are hard to find today. So if you didn't get it back then, it's hard to find now. And plus the fact, of course, that he's the all-time, you know, three-point king. You know, you'll see some of these jerseys and they're just gouging with the prices. So I'm glad I got some of these back in the day, because these would be, A, harder to get now, and B, you would be paying more of a pretty penny, at least for now, you know, for a lot of the Steph Curry jerseys, particularly the harder to get ones. So that's the other thing I always respected about the Warriors, is they honor their history so great. They always wear like the throwback jerseys and different logos and whatnot, and even some of their, you know, C edition has homages to their old looks and everything. I know some other teams do. My Sixers do a pretty good job with that too, but you know, the Warriors always do it right, in my opinion. And then this was the so this was the next year's. This was the next year's. I want to say this was the next year's City Edition. Again, the Chinese theme to it. Nice. I like the font on this one. That logo on the front's pretty cool too. As you can see, I haven't worn it yet. Tags are on it. I will though. I get my jerseys aware, but you know, when you have as many as I do, sometimes you know, you got to find the time to throw some of them on. But I love the trim too in this one. There's the jock tag. Curry 30 on the back. Again, I really like that font. Really nice. The Bay also is what has on this guy, the Bay. Now I forget if this was the first time they put the Bay, because I knew they did the Town. I mean, unless they did the Bay. Oh yeah, they did do the Bay on the original City Edition too. That's right. And then this was their first earned edition. So the earned edition jerseys for a time, and they're not doing them this year, but it wouldn't shock me if they go back to it again next season, because, you know, it's extra money, you know, to spend. Why not? So the teams that made the playoffs the previous year got special jerseys the next year, and this was the first one. And the only one to date that the Warriors have had. And again, it's the Town in gold, though, this time. Curry 30 on the back. Another swingman. Jock tag. And this is one of those that I didn't like love initially, but it's one of those that's grown on me, you know, over the years. And then we have the throwback from that season, which is sharp, really sharp. Like I said, the Warriors do a nice job with their throwbacks and, you know, honoring their history, including the Philadelphia Warriors history, which is very cool. I know they used to make those Nike Rewind jerseys, and the one they made, I don't believe they wore them on the court or not, but it had, you know, Philo on the front from the old Philadelphia Warriors. I think they made a, you know, a Jay Rich jersey in that. I think Rez has it, so shout out to Rez. Again, here's the Warriors throwback that season, this time in gold. Basically the same as the white one, but in gold. This time with the state of California. And I want to say this was like a ode to like the 1970s, if I'm not mistaken, maybe into the 80s, but I believe the 70s, because I know I got a... Rez, you will have that jersey someday, don't you worry. But I know I got a Rick Barry 76 Mitchell and Ness in this style, so, or similar style. So I believe that was like the era that they were looking for with that jersey. And then we got the one they wore last season, the throwback, this time the blue cable car, the road basically of the time period, which I loved. I was waiting for them to do the blue one because they've done the gold one a few times. And I'm like, when are they going to do the road? So they finally did it last season. I was super stoked, you know, to have it. That cable car, that's crazy. That is just so nice. Always like that look. So there's the throwback. And then the city edition. See, they did this in white. But either they gotta bring. I still would want the original. I still want the original gold one. But if they wear the gold one again, like next year or something, as a throwback, I'd probably get it. I still just love that jersey. But we got the city edition from a few years ago, San Francisco. This is the first year, I believe, when they moved to Chase Center. They wore these. Curry 30 on the back. This one I got from the Warrior Shop, so it has the Rakuten on there. You'll notice the theme, because I got a few from the Warrior Shop over the years. I just love that. You know, it's just an extra, it's flair. You know, it's extra on the jersey. Some people hate the ad sponsors, but, you know, it is what it is. Rakuten right there. Ad sponsor. Got the jock. Really like this. The thing I like about this one the most, I think, is just that font and just how it pops on the white. I mean, look at that. That's just nuts. And an authentic would be even more, but like I said, some of these they did not make the authentics for, only in Swingman form. And then the statement. Now, I do wish I got the one that they wore when he like went off for like, I forget how many points, he's 60 some points or whatever it was he scored. He did it in the because it has the Jordan logo, the Jumpman logo on it. I don't have that one yet. I got it the first year they wore it, because they've worn this a few years so far as their statement jersey. But this one I got the first year, of course, so it doesn't have the Jumpman on it. But it's got the Rakuten on there. The Bay. Really like this. I know a lot of Warrior fans are like lukewarm to this one, but and I know I speak as an outsider, as more of a Sixer fan, but I like this. This one pops, particularly on the court. Looks really good. People call it like the mustard bottle or whatever, but it's a nice jersey. I can't lie about that. All right. I told you, we're still going. We're still here. It ain't over yet. We're still here. I know. I have like Throwback King in the back of my mind. How many Curry jerseys do you need? It's my guy, man. That's my favorite non-Philly athlete. Hey, current because my all-time favorite, of course, is MJ. But then we have the basically the same jersey, just different trim. The town again as a statement. Rakuten again, got from the Warrior Shop. It was on sale some years ago. It does have the blue trim to it instead of the gold as it originally had for their original statement jersey. In that style, that tree style. Curry 30 on the back. I had a chance actually to get this from Modell Sporting Goods back when they had the brick and mortar stores. And I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because, you know, just to have it with the extra Rakuten on the front of it, you know, that pops. At least to me. Like I said, everyone's got to collect the way they want to, right? What makes you happy. It ain't over. Oh my goodness. This is one of my 2 authentic jerseys, okay? So I still would like to get the home version, or the white version. I guess, you know, they don't call them home and away anymore. But the white version just has an updated, because I don't have one with the updated Warrior logo on the front. So I would like to get the home, or the white one. I keep calling it the home. I'm just used to that. But the white one, you know, just to have an authentic in the white. So this I got just before, like the year before they switched to what they were now, the update, you know, the rebrand again. So this was pretty good price from Warrior Shop. They were blowing these out. Nike Authentic. In fact, I got it when they were in the finals, and they were still blowing these out. Rakuten, of course, on the front. You got the Nike swoosh, but this is the authentic one, so this is like the on-court version. I don't even have a Sixers authentic Nike, but I got Steph, man. So there you go. Curry 30 on the back. This is the Aero Swift authentic version. You got the, at the time, 5 champs, 5-time champ. Now, of course, they added 6. And there it is. And the only other authentic I had, because I had to get it, it was the only one they had left in my size. It was last year. And this is the Vapor Knit Nike C Edition Oakland. And I'm glad I got the authentic in this. It is nice. I know, again, this was a hit or miss jersey for Warrior fans, but I like it. I mean, that Oakland on the front, it just is striking. And just everything about this jersey pops. You got the Rakuten. Yeah, now this one's from Fanatics. I got last year. You know, and I would have been perfectly fine with the Swingman. They didn't have it in my size. And as soon as these things came out, they sold so quick. So I had to jump on this. I knew. It does have the We Believe going down the side trim. You can see it there. Turn it around. Curry 30. Of course, on the back, the NBA logo, and you got the 6. I always call it the champ stamp on the back. So you got the 6 on that one. So this is the most up-to-date champ stamp Curry jersey that I have at this point. But like I said, I want to get a white one, an authentic white one. You know, I know Jersey had OCD now. They all gotta go back a bit. Otherwise, the rack's gonna tip forwards. And now we move on. We got the 2 most recent additions into the Curry collection. This would be I'm blanking all of a sudden. The mixtape edition, the City mixtape edition, right? So you got the black jersey right there. Swingman version, but you got the lightning bolts going down the side, which I really like. And I've seen these, like, you know, them wearing these on TV. At least I haven't been to Warriors games or anything like that, and they do look really nice on the court. I was lukewarm at these at first, but you know, seeing them a number of times, I do like them. So, of course, the 75th anniversary. So you got the diamond encrusted Nike logo. And then you have even for a Swingman, and then you got for the NBA logo, and you got the 75th right there. Curry 30 on the back. And that was one of my most recent additions. But again, I got the assist from Rez on this one, and I was so happy. You know, not just to have it, but the fact he got the record, the 3-point record, all time, wearing a Philadelphia Warriors throwback. How cool was that? That was pretty cool. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an example. So the Warriors, of course, the NBA, and the Warriors, Celtics, and Knicks are all celebrating their 75th anniversary for the franchises and for the league. So the Warriors, Celtics, and Knicks. Hope I said Celtics at first. It's Warriors. I may have said, it may have been a Freudian slip and I said Sixers, but if I did, I'm sorry. But Warriors, Celtics, Knicks, okay? Celebrating their 75th anniversaries of their franchise history in the NBA as a whole, right? So the Warriors first started, as I said before, as the Philadelphia Warriors. Okay, and then they moved out to the West Coast. And, of course, the Sixers, and the Sixers have been the team in Philly ever since. Just the lone team in the city ever since, right? So, for the NBA. So, back in those days, the Warriors had these jerseys. Right, so this is a Mitchell and Ness, Wilt, Chamberlain, Philadelphia Warriors. Notice the fill on the front. Notice the trim. Notice the block style, right? The font. There is no name on the back because that's how they wore it back then. Of course, they changed now. But this is representing the 1961-62 season. Okay? So right there. So that's the Wilt jersey right there, the Philadelphia Warriors. And of course the Warriors in celebration of their not just the NBA's 75th anniversary, but the franchise's 75th anniversary, went back to the old Philadelphia Warriors look, and they wore this. Now, they couldn't put the fill on the front, as it should be, as it was back then, because the Sixers had Phila. And that would be we're just going to keep that for the Sixers. So to get over that, they just put Warriors on the front. Okay, so, but basically it's the same, obviously different trim and everything, but the same look. So this is the jersey that this was modeled after, okay? The old Philadelphia Warriors. And so here, of course, is the Nike Swingman version. Again, the assist from Rez. This was from the Warriors shop online. You have the Rakuten right there. You got the Nike and the old school Nike logo, which is very cool. And the Warriors did this. The Celtics and the Knicks all had throwbacks with that Nike swoosh, which was the old school Nike swoosh. Very nice touch right there. Warriors 30 on the front. And you know it's Steph. So, jock tag right there. Turn it around. Curry, it does not have the NBA 75th, though. So they just kept it as NBA. You got Curry 30 on the back, and, of course, the trim from the old Philadelphia Warriors days. Very, very cool. Love this jersey. This just really pops. It's an old school. It's a throwback. And it's the first time ever in his history that Steph has worn, and the Warriors during this time have worn a Philadelphia Warriors throwback. Very, very cool. And for him to get that record in the Garden, in New York, right? In King Leo's area of the country, right? New York, right? Wearing a Philadelphia Warriors throwback. Oh, you can't get any better than that. I was super stoked for Steph to get that record. And, of course, to do it in a team hobbinging a Philadelphia team. Come on. That's just the best of both worlds for me, okay? So there is the up-to-date, and I do say up-to-date because you know it's not going to stop here. There's going to be others. But it's 38 minutes of Steph Curry jersey. My goodness. See that, King Leo? But anyhow, there's the up-to-date Steph Curry jersey collection. But, you know, with me, it doesn't stop with the jerseys. Oh, no, it never does. I'm not a sneakerhead. I will always say that. I will always stay in my lane. Let the sneakerheads do their. I mainly just do the jersey hats, right? But I do have a pair of Currys. I always said I had to have at least one pair of Jordans, which I have. I had to have one pair of Questions, of course, for Allen Iverson, my all-time favorite Sixer, which I have. I had to have one pair of Currys. At least one, which I have. So here are my Currys, right? That's the one pair. I'm sorry. There they are in the container. Really nice. The Warriors colorway. I've worn these a few times. Very comfortable shoes. I believe these are Under Armour. It makes these. I know not everyone likes them, but, they're Currys. These were Ross pickups some years ago. And I have Warrior socks, which I haven't worn yet. But they will be worn with the Currys at some point in the jersey. I also have some of the, I don't have all of them, but I have some of the Swingman shorts that Mitchell and Ness has made. And some hats have fallen over here. These are actually hats I have to show, so I'm going to, not just anyone's got knocked over. I told you it's a little tough to film in here just because things are kind of closed in, but this is where all of my Curry jerseys are located. So, and my Curry gear is located. So I had to film it in here. So let's get into the last aspect, right? Now I have some Swingman shorts. They're in my drawers over here. I have all my various Swingman Mitchell & Ness shorts. I have a couple other Warrior shorts in there to go with Curry jerseys, but you pretty much know what the shorts are, right? So I don't have to show them right now, but we're going to get into the hats. Because the hats, and I don't, listen, I need for New Era, or someone's got to make a hat to go with this. I was shocked they haven't made a hat for this. They didn't make a hat, to my knowledge, for the Celtics or Knicks throwbacks. They like make a hat for but this one. Because the hat would go with this jersey and it would also go with Wilt. No? So so this jersey I'm still going to have to find the right hat for. I need to. That's one of the things I was excited for this jersey to come out. I'm like, ooh, they're going to make a hat. And I can get it for Wilt and Steph. And ooh, I can have one for them. And no. Now maybe they still will. But at this point, there's been no throwback Warrior hat to go with the... We're living in a society. But anyhow, the hats I do have to go with Warrior jerseys, but also with Steph. So we're going to get to those. We got the script, Mitchell & Ness right there, right? This goes with the Run TMC, but also goes with that Run TMC era Steph jersey that they wore. Yeah, of course, you got the Throwback Warriors fitted. Of course, you always have to have that. Got the city right there. It's a snap, but you got the logo big and bold on the front. I love two-tone. So you got the two-tone right there. You got basically the jersey shorts hook or whatever you want to call this from Mitchell & Ness for the throwback right there. Right there, the snap. You got the, again, kind of the jersey short snap, hook snap right there. There you go. You got the other one. This one goes even more so with that, Run TMC, what have you. Just that Warriors across the front, snap right there, Mitchell & Ness. Then you got some specific for some of the other jerseys. Believe me, I do. I go crazy with these, with the jersey hat combo wombo, as you all know. So here you got the town, the original, because it has the gold on the back, the gold and white. Got the tree logo right there. Okay, you got the town. You got the other town, which is more for the blue trim. Because same deal, but it's got the blue on the back. It's important. I know. I'm crazy in that word, but they have to go. It has to go together. Has to match. You got your, the city edition, basically right there with the trim on the inside. All right. You got, for the white throwback, early 80s throwback, I guess, late 70s, 80s throwback, right there. Fire. I gotta get like something. There's got to be a way to like embed. I love it. I'm not Mr. Crazy bells and whistles my videos, but like some of the mannerisms of the different jersey heads, and just put every now and then a bubble comes up with one of them doing one like King Leo with the fire. Just have King Fire. I gotta get one of Rez like giving a look, because Rez has the head shake, right? The city hat right there, again, for the throwbacks, cable car and what have you. Got another one in white, because why not? Boom, right there. You got just another, for various jerseys, right there, Mitchell & Ness snap. I even have this one. This shows you the depths that I go to for these hats, right? This was a hat club deal. This was the We Believe A's hook for those jerseys, but of course the Steph rookies too. So there you go. Fitted New Era A's for the We Believe. But you can wear it with that Oakland hat. You can wear them with the rookies. You know, what have you. And of course, if you wanted to be more realistic, you know, more specific with that Oakland one, we have the Oakland fitted. Fire right there. King Leo's like going to come after me. I better be careful. He's a big guy. Shout out to him again. Shout out to all my fellow Jersey heads. And everyone watching this video, thank you so much. And what do you got to do, right? Leave those likes. Leave those likes. I don't know if Steph himself is ever going to watch this. I mean, he would need to put aside a chunk of time. But if Steph leaves a like, hey, there you go, right? Shout out to Steph. Shout out to the whole Curry family, including his brother Seth, who's a Sixer, doing really good things here. And I will have his jersey at some point, his Sixer jersey for sure. The Bay, boom, strap, but jersey for that hat, that hat for that jersey. So this is as close as I could probably get to the Warriors throwback would be that guy. But again, it doesn't go with Wilt because it says San Francisco. I can wear it with my Wilt San Francisco, but I can't do it with the Philly one. So I still need it. In that colorway, the blue, the red, the white, and the gold has to be in there. I've seen Philadelphia Warrior throwback hats, but only the blue and gold. I need a little red. I need a little white. I'm picky. I know. It has to work, buddy. Anyhow, we got the original City Edition for the jersey right there. Love that logo. Boom. So we're gonna keep moving. Just got a regular, Warriors right there. Throwback. I know what you're saying. What about his rookies? Besides that A's, what about a Warriors to go with the rookie? I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Oh, we do. We got the fitted from back then. Look at it. Old school. This is from mid 2000s. We need some of these stuff. We need the pinwheel to come back. I need that damn pinwheel style hat to come back. Come on. Oh, I still wear them. I don't care. I'm not a prideful man. I will wear them. I will look straight up like something out of 2003. Here see? Come on, we need more of these. So we got that one there. Pinwheel power, baby. That's what I always say. Pinwheel power. Oh, come on. But again, ooh, and that goes with the white one. I tell you, MightyFan's Combo Wombo game, I know people try. They try. And they all do wonderful jobs. But I go to great lengths to get hats for all these. I don't have them for everyone. But someday. Right? Huh? Will we believe action right there? Huh? You didn't think I had hats for his rookies, did you? You must be thinking I'm someone else. Oh, come on. I have them for days. For days we can go with the rookies. For days. What you want? You want more? Huh? What you want? Don't challenge me when it comes to the hats. Oh, for the home. Oh, come on. MightyFan gets it done with the combo wombos, eh? Got plenty of them. Plenty of the hats to go with these jerseys. As you saw, there's a lot of jerseys, so I need a lot of hats. All right, maybe I have more hats than jerseys, but that's okay. It's about variety. I need my variety. I can't just wear one hat. It has to be like a different one. Maybe I'm feeling a certain kind of way one day, and I'm going to put on one of the other ones. Maybe I'll go pinwheel. Maybe I'll go snap. Maybe I'll go other fitted. Maybe I'll throw that A's one on. You never know. I keep bumping into things. This is I'm like Godzilla in the city right now. I keep bumping into things. But anyhow, I'm in a mood. Can't you tell? It's not even midnight yet. It's not even 2022. But anyhow, I figured that for any video that could end 2021, it had to be this one. It had to be me sharing with you my Steph Curry collection. It's not complete. There's still ones out there I want to get, like I said, the Christmas ones, some ones from the Candyman down the road, whenever those might happen. But the Davidson, home and away set, and the San Francisco Gold San Francisco from his rookie year, the throwback. Fire. Come on. Need that damn jersey. And others, because obviously they're going to keep throwing different stuff, and I'm going to keep going crazy to keep getting them, because that's what your boy does. That's what your boy does. But anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this the three-point assassin Steph Curry collection. As complete as it can be. It is as complete as it's going to be as of the last day of 2021. But of course, once we get into 2022, there'll be other jerseys. Then I'll show those when I get them. But yeah, that is it. There is no, I should be chewing on a mouthpiece. On a mouth guard. I feel a little bad. I should have like gotten one and just, put it in. But anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you for giving me 50 plus minutes of your time for this massive collection of jerseys and hats and one pair of kicks and socks. See, I know how to stay in my lane. Right? Jerseys, hats, that's primarily, and then, yeah, one pair of kicks, got socks, got the swingman shorts that I didn't show, but they're there. You get the point. There's a lot. I still want to get like a Steph Curry fathead in here somewhere, maybe have like a section of this room, like the Curry corner, and get his pop figure, and maybe like the commemorative, picture from his getting that 3-point record, and like a fathead somewhere, and put it just all the Curry jerseys. That would be like my ultimate goal at some point here, because I have the Bulls closet, I have MJ and the Bulls just all day in there, right? So just have one thing, just one area just for Steph. That would be kind of cool. But anyhow, as it is right now, we got the rack. It shares time with the rivalry, right? The rivalry and Curry rack. So, again, shout out to all of you. Have a happy, happy new year. Hopefully great things in 2022. I myself, the first video you're probably going to see of me is the hockey collection, non-Flyers, right? Because I have all my Flyer jerseys down in the man cave. But all my other hockey jerseys are upstairs, and I just added one to it. As I said in the live series, I want to get the hockey. I want to grow that hockey collection. So I know I haven't shown to this point all of my other hockey jerseys, right, for various other teams. So the first vid I will film in 2022 will be like what one of my collecting resolutions is in 2022 and beyond, to grow the hockey collection. So I'm going to show you what I have to date for hockey, non-Flyers, because again, the Flyers are in their own spot downstairs, but I'll show you all the others. And I know I did Flyer videos in the past, so we're going to go to the other teams. I'm going to share that with you, right? You wonderful viewers out there. So that will probably be the first video you see of me in 2022. Right? So, and of course we got the season of the fan series for the Eagles. We got the In the Life series for collecting. There's a lot going on in 2022, as there always is. I'm also hoping to see Deftones next year. I know the concert kept getting pushed back. Hopefully next year happens, because I want to see them again, okay? I got my buddy Mark M and I, we're going to go see them in New Jersey. Looking forward to that. That's right. Put the horns up every day. It's okay to do it. Mitchell and Ness. It's okay. You can do a collab jersey with a rock group once in a while. You can branch out just a little bit. Do a Deftones Sacramento Kings collab. That's probably the only collab jersey I'll ever have, but that would be a cool one. And it would be nice. Just saying. Have to try anyhow, right? But anyhow, hope you all enjoyed this. Hey, if Steph Curry or any of the Curry family see this, big shout outs to all of you. Thank you, Steph, for all the wonderful things you do. You're an amazing player to watch. 3-point champion of all time. So shout out to you, and shout out to all the Currys, including Seth Curry, of course, his brother, who plays on my beloved Sixers, where he always wears a Philadelphia jersey, not just once in a while. All right, everyone, we'll take care. Hope you all enjoyed this. Hope all the Bay Area and Warrior Nation out there, Warrior fans, enjoyed this. Showing lots of love to your team. But, of course, I got love for Steph. He's my favorite current non-Philadelphia athlete. So I got a couple of his jerseys. Just a few. But that's all of them today. Hope you all enjoyed this, and like a Steph Curry 3, I'm gonna bury it, and I'm gonna go. All right, everyone, take care. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2022. Goodbye.